Howdy folks, it's Handsome again. Hope everybody's doing well, staying positive. We are here with the good old Nikon Z6ii and the infamous AF back button breaking off. That is a very common issue throughout the whole line, I believe. I've seen it with the 6, the 7, 7.2, 6.2, and the not so much 5s. Just see a lot of Z5s getting traded in. But this is a 2020 camera, and actually a real quick release after the 6, because everybody was complaining about the one slot on the 6, so they came out with the same exact camera with an extra SD slot. Before we get started, I am going to be using my cross point screwdrivers. Always remember, use those JIS cross point screwdrivers, and my curved tweezers. I might go on and grab the straight ones too, because you gotta stay straight. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, take that young battery out. We're gonna set Yolanda. We're gonna call this battery Yolanda. This is the AF button. You can see the way the mechanism is made, or component, whether you want to call it that or not. That is all that happens, and you can tell how it breaks. It's what you get with rush production, in my opinion. So there are some hidden screws in this, and all we're doing is removing the back cover and the bottom cover, because man, this is the most amount of screws on a bottom cover I've seen, even more than Sony. Now the bottom plate that has a million screws. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just start with the viewfinder. I'll take out these 4 screws. Remember to keep them in orientation unless you have the memory of an elephant, and you can just throw them all together. And remember, you can already tell the top screws are different size and length screws than the bottom ones. If you try to flip-flop, you'll figure out real quick, or you'll strip them out. Then you're screwed. All right, enough with the bad dad jokes. I'm gonna put these two. Let's go ahead and take this off. Now, to remove this battery cover, literally just push out. You can break it. That's just the way Nikon does things, you know. Go ahead and put that by Yolanda. All right, then you got a screw inside of the memory card door. We're gonna go ahead and take this one out. That is on the inside of those two. We'll set these a little further out, just in case. If I'm not mistaken, underneath, somewhat of like a clamp. Now, this is some different type of leatherette. I hit in the corner and pulled up, and it's Nikon, my favorite. See how it sits within the holes? That's the the back cover. Just sits right there. Yeah, I'll show you once we get to that part. Now, let's get to this beautiful bottom cover. Screw orientation is key. Also, remember how this battery cover lock mechanism works and how it sits, because you will have to remove it and reset that spring. Once again, thank you Nikon. So we're going to start in this corner, and I'm going to go ahead and remember that I'm going to lay everything out this way. So the way that I take it off will go all that way. Let's move this over there. We are not soldering today. Maybe next time. Maybe not. Who knows? And apparently they are going to be announcing the new Z6ii with a Z9 processor and all this good stuff. Hopefully it'll help Nikon out. All right, we are still in this battery compartment. Now we're going to start taking off these. Hopefully this back button autofocus works. Don't get to really test it out until you replace it. Then if it doesn't work, you got to go back to the drawing board, Billy. And then also, if I'm not mistaken, I should go on and slide right off. Now I go ahead and keep that right there. Before we get to there, well, remember this, or the orientation of this, and you can see that definitely popped off. So be aware. Good times, you know. We're gonna set you right over here. Doing a great job. So since we're already here and we witnessed that magical moment, that's where that hidden screw is. That's where the yellow piece sat and covered. A lot of people don't know. If you don't know, you will literally take out all these screws and then sit here and be yanking, and then you'll break that clasp and it will not sit back correctly. So we're going to remove the screw, and I'm going to put it right here. It's a silver screw. Thank you, Nikon, for making it silver, so you know the hidden screw is silver, not gold, silver. Let's go ahead and take off this side screw right here, and she should, oh yeah, don't forget, good old Nikon knicker mat. Why you gotta act like this? Boom. You just gotta pop those right there. Hopefully my hat does not get in the frame. And then once you pop that all on the floor, pop that. All right, so just give it a little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now we have 2 flex cables here, so don't lift up. On the Sonys, some of the Canons, you can just lift up, pop, pop, and then you're done, you know. But on this particular model, you have 2 flex cables here with white clasp, and you just lift up in the middle of the clasp. See, hopefully I'm not cutting it off so you can see. Yep. Alrighty. And then you're going to use the edges or the little hole in the middle to just give it a little tug, and then we're going to scooch over here. We're going to spin this, and we're going to put that button up in there. you can see young button here missing, cover there. Now, depending on your assembly line, your workload, you don't necessarily have to remove all of that. Now, one thing that you can see is where it breaks off, because that, my friend, is there. And this sticks out. It protrudes so far out that literally you could hit it with your finger and it would rip so easily. How could you, Nikon? How could you? So we're going to push back a little bit. We are going to insert, line up, reset, make sure we're there, that we have a good push in and out. All right. Yeah, your boy was definitely wrong. It happens. It's super early in the morning. Actually didn't have breakfast because I forgot it somewhere at my house. First world problems. Make sure it's in there well. Put back the 2 screws and the cover. Make sure it's, you see, it could literally eat up. Oh my gosh, it happened again. Can't really give warranties on this one. All right, now we are going to reassemble. We're going to turn it around. So I'm going to grab it from the middle. I'm going to line her up. Okay. Let's get them straight ones, boy. All right, so I got it in a little bit. I'm going to push it up. Sometimes it is all luck. Make sure it's seated good, but you honestly don't know until you turn it on. Always check to see if the flex cables are clean and stuff. You're gonna act like that right there. She's in. Now, okay. I see you. And good old Nikon. Got up in there. Okay, are we set there? We're set. Got that button. Alright, so what I'm going to do, check and see if that LCD screen comes on first. And it does. We know the LCD screen works, which is good. So we are going to reassemble. First and foremost, let's get this. All right. So the top of the spring is going to hit in this tooth right here. And we're going to, you can see right here is another tooth. That's where that bottom piece sits. And This will be fun. All right, I got the spring there. I didn't get it. I'm gonna lift up and push it. Lift up, push, boom. Oh, Lord. Get the screws in. All right, remember, silver screw, silver screw. Silver screw got in. See how that moves like that? Lord, be careful. Let's put this top on before it springs off again. My heart is pounding. That one goes here, and it's not flush. It's okay though. This one goes here. All right, so now we are going to really put some other screws in real quick. I want to test this autofocus button before putting in these 3,743 screws. Boom. All right. Extend the lens. We are in autofocus. Oh my gosh, it works. Billy, it's good. All right, take these out. Going on and put these 3,347. I don't even know that same number, but it's a lot of screws, man. But this is a fairly easy repair, and the only issue is getting the daggum part, because you can't buy from Nikon anymore. They actually stripped all Nikon repair facilities, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? In my old repair shop, we were a certified Nikon repair facility for like 26, 27 years. And once they got in trouble, financial troubles, they took everything in. They took all our equipment we've had and everything. And they no longer supply parts. So you got to go to AliExpress, eBay, and pay out the wazoo and get it from India or China. Take 3 years to get here for a little button, $13.97. All right, go and throw this one here. Remember, them top screws are longer than the bottom screws. And make sure that it's actually clamped. I guess it wouldn't if this wouldn't sit flush if it wasn't, but it's always good to check. Boom. Gee golly whiz. Yeah, that's it. Old piece, new piece. Shout out to John Forrester, my boy out in Utah. He showed me a lot. Thank you all for giving me this time and day. I need to go get breakfast and stop the hangriness. Stay positive, stay focused, and peace.